5 steps to dominating in your career or industry, whether you want to be the flashy type or you want to be the one they never saw coming. Now, these are things that people will probably not tell you. These are things that are non-technical, they're applicable across any or pretty much any industry, and they will work. Some of them are a little bit unpleasant, but they will work if you want to dominate. The sneaky way, like you want to be the one they never saw coming, or the flashy one. Apply as you see fit. The first, you need to be better read than anyone in your market. If there are 4 or 5 sources of information that everybody reads in your industry and everybody knows that these are the 3 people that they follow and this is where all the news comes from, you need to go fishing somewhere else. Yes, you need to know that, but you also need to know other market information, other industry information, technical information, human, psychological and behavioral information. You need to be reading in areas that nobody else is if you want to dominate. So you need to be able to be ahead of them on market information, industry knowledge through relationships or through other documents that they're not reading, and behavioral, psychological. You need to be reading about these things. You need to be understanding how people behave in different situations if you want to dominate. Now, if you want to rely on exactly the same stuff as everybody else, you have to have you have to have either a very good analytical capability that nobody else has, or an extreme bias to action so that every piece of information that you get, you act upon. That can be enough because most people don't. So you either need to act very quickly, be very, very good analytically, or be fishing in places that other people aren't fishing, so you know more and you catch them. You're the most well-prepared person in the room. The second is this: you need to find time to think. You need to find time to think strategically, because otherwise in 5 years you are going to be meandering in a path-dependent line and you're going to end up somewhere where you hadn't planned to be. So taking these moments every quarter, every 6 months, whenever suits you, to stop, take time, get rid of your phone, get rid of the music, get rid of everything, and focus on what it is you're actually doing strategically. Clients, markets, new opportunities, things that you want to do, directional changes you want to make, new skills that you want to develop, new relationships that you want to build. Take time to actually do these things, to block everything out. However it works for you. It might be 2 hours a quarter. It might be 10 hours a month. It might be 2 days a year. Whatever it is, take that time to make strategic path decisions, because if you don't, they will be made for you by those up and around you. The next is that you need to be presenting in good physical shape. Most people don't like talking about this, but it's true. If you look at the people that have made it, most of them are in relatively good physical shape. They take care of their bodies, they take care of their minds, they present well. People like dealing with people. You don't have to be elite, you don't have to be a triathlete or any that sort of business, but you have to be in a position where you're confident in yourself to present well, and also that you're healthy and that you can think and act and move in the directions, energy that you need to have. So you need to be in good shape, whatever that means for you. Sport, walking, whatever it might be, keep yourself in good nick if you want to dominate. The next is to keep your mouth shut. So don't gossip. Don't go on drinking benders and let information go that you shouldn't be letting go, making a fool of yourself. Keep your mouth shut. If you learn something, if you know something, let everybody know that when information comes to you, it stops with you. That way, people will continue to give you higher value information over time. They will call you into higher and higher leveled rooms and discussions and decisions, and you will start to make progress in dominating in your industry. If people feel comfortable telling you things that nobody else knows, personal or professional, you become extremely valuable, and you can use that information to continue to build your map of those around you and the industry and moves that are being made to be ahead of the game so you can dominate. That means probably not drinking to excess or not drinking at all in any professional setting for the rest of your career if you want to dominate. Finally, take some time to understand your own strengths and weaknesses and to detach your ego. So you might want to dominate, but not in a way that feeds your ego. If it is about your insecurity and trying to fill a hole within an insecure hole within you, it is going to end in tears. It is not going to end well. This is about setting a target to pursue, you against you, seeing how far you can get, how far you can develop, building the engine from within and then applying it over time. And it's not about the status and the watches and the cars and the things that you might want to chase. They'd be nice to have, but if you're doing it for that, you're going to end up in a world of pain. So detach your ego, work out what you're good at. These are the 1, 2, 3 things I'm really good at. Work on them, make them more valuable, make them something people are going to pay for. Work out what you're bad at, what you're not going to do, what you're never going to do, and start delegating. Start find ways to mitigate those weaknesses. Once you work those things out, pick the industry that you're going to hunt in and going to want to dominate. Take the steps, read and learn more than anybody else. Find time to think and make strategic decisions. Get yourself in good physical shape if you're not already. Keep your goddamn mouth shut and detach your ego, and you can dominate.